We've been told that the first people who occupied America, the Native Americans, came here across the Bering Strait. But what if someone told you that when the Native Americans came across the Bering Strait, there were people already living here?
To move on to America's, how the Africans influenced America's first civilization called Olmec.
This is where the earliest civilization in America started, right in this area. And you see the Olmecs is right in this area. The Olmecs is the oldest civilization in this part of this hemisphere.
That I am not the first to suggest that there were Africans in America before Columbus. Columbus was the first to suggest it. On his second voyage, Columbus noted in his journal and reported that the natives of Hispaniola, as it was then known, it's now Haiti, Santo Domingo, came to him and told him that black people had come from the south and southeast, trading with them in gold-tipped metal spears.
In the 1840s, Jacob Walters, an explorer traveling through the area looking for lead ore, first reported the presence of Native American artifacts on the Poverty Point site. However, it wasn't until the 1950s that the discovery of a 20-year-old aerial photograph revealed the site's unique form. Poverty Point contains a man-made earthen structure so large that it defies recognition from the ground. This revelation eventually led scientists to uncover new evidence of a highly developed ancient American culture.
Evidence of the Washita is very prevalent. It's just not being promoted and being taught in the education system. No one wants to talk about a race of people who were here, civilized, organized, and giant black people.
They have been referred to as the pre-Columbian civilization, the Diggers, and the Ancient Ones. Certified legal documents of colonial and Spanish and French explorers identified the Washita as the ancient occupants of America.
There were many cultures in America, but it was the Olmec culture, the Olmec civilization, mind you, who had either a direct or indirect profound influence on all native civilizations: Maya, Inca, Peru, Guatemala, Palenque, Honduras, etc. And the Africans were part of that first civilization. In 1200 BC in La Venta, which was the heartland of the Olmec civilization, a heart ceremonial complex. It was a ceremonial religious center in La Venta. These are three major areas: Tres Zapates, San Lorenzo, and La Venta. The three major areas where you find 16 African colossal stoneheads. Do not short-term your history. These are not just Africans. These were priests, kings, and a ruling class, the elite class of America's first civilization called Olmec.
But this, when the Mexicans first saw it, this is what they said: Yucatan Egypto de America. Yucatan, Egypt in America. Immediately they recognized it, the architecture, as being what you see in Egypt, pyramids. Said scientists say they have found evidence in Mexico that an ancient people developed a writing system more than 2,500 years ago.
When did this begin? This began around 1858. Mexican peasants found an enormous stone head. It was taller than a man, and it was said to weigh 10 tons. Now, during that time, most of your Mexican archaeologists, Jose Melgar, Alfredo Cervero, as well as others, were astonished. They were puzzled, and they were just surprised, and they wrote about it, and they said that for the first time, we found an African presence in America. So then you had the first scientific excavation that took place between the Smithsonian Institute, the National Geographic, and the University of California. This was a joint excavation that took place. They went back in 1938-40 to Tres Zapates. They visited that, they found 4 other heads, then they went to La Venta. To their surprise, they found 4 other colossal heads. What is important about this head here? This is from Tres Zapates. This is Tres Zapates number 2. This is in the order that they were found in, numerically speaking. However, when you look at the back of this head, look at those braids. No European or Native Americans had that type of hair. Look at the thickness of those braids. Look at the details in them. Look at the African beads. Strictly Ethiopian, i.e. African braids.
It's a photograph showing you what the head looked like when they found it. Yet the National Geographic, which is so remarkable for authentic presentation of what it finds, did not think it necessary to show these braids. The Mexicans then started to talk about Africans in America before Columbus. It was Jose Melgar and Orozco Ibarra, etc. This has never been published.
Nah. Me and my wife, when we went to Teotihuacan, I took this. I immediately recognized it's bass. You see the tongue sticking out? And a lot of times you see desaturation. See him in his eye? Okay? And you see the feathers. That's bass. Even in the center of the so-called Mayan calendar. It's not the Mayan calendar. It's been accredited to the Olmecs. But they continue to go on with that because they don't want the Olmecs, which are Africans, to get all the credit. Here's another. The tongue sticking out. And here's the braids at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the Mayan calendar. That's the tongue sticking out. That's the center of the Mayan calendar. That's bass. See the tongue sticking out? Saturations in the eye. That's bass. All over the Americas, which shows us the Twa, which is the earliest peoples on this planet, who went to every continent before anybody you see there. The Twa, or what they call the Grimaud.